This time it's tea, because it's late in the afternoon. I like to have tea in the evening, or the afternoon, late afternoon. Anyways, I'm vlogging, because I just got back from the dermatologist's office, and I'm singing because I'm happy. I've had these moles on the side of my face, a couple of them, that just kind of appeared suddenly. I shouldn't say suddenly. I mean, it wasn't overnight, but a few months ago I noticed them, and they've been growing, not really in width, but kind of growing out a little bit. So I went and saw the family doctor, the GP, and he looked at him and he said, well, he would do the biopsy to see if they were cancer, but he said it's so close to your ear, it's probably better to have a dermatologist do it, just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. I made an appointment to go see the dermatologist. I had to wait 3 weeks for it. Meanwhile, what happened? I was toweling myself off after washing my face one day, and I looked in the mirror and I combed my hair, and I noticed this little speck of blood. I live near the railroad tracks. Little speck of blood on my cheek, and I thought, that's odd. What's that? I looked more closely. It came off. When I was toweling my face off, the mole fell off. And I had been protecting it with a Band-Aid because I knew it was getting kind of in a dangerous state, and I didn't want to rip it or anything. I put a little bit of Neosporin on it, put a Band-Aid on it, forgot about it. Been checking it, completely healed up. Completely healed up. It's gone. There's another one up here a little bit higher, but completely gone. And I thought, should I cancel my appointment with the dermatologist? Should I keep it? I decided I'll keep the appointment because there's some other things I can deal with. So I did, just this afternoon. I went to the dermatologist, and he's looking at it, and I'm thinking, I don't want a biopsy. I don't want a biopsy because I told him I don't want any kind of bandages on my face because I have vlogs to do. I have cooking videos to do. He's looking me over, checking my back, looking my skin over. He says, you don't have any skin cancer. He says, these things are nothing. They're like he gave some name for it. It's like a kind of a skin cancer that it's non-invasive, it's non-aggressive, it doesn't metastasize, it does what it does. It just kind of develops, matures, rips off, nothing to worry about. He says, you don't have any skin cancer, no what do they call it, melanoma, you're fine. Nothing to worry about. Whew, very good. Because here was the thing that I was most worried about. I know that medical group. I've dealt with them before. I call it getting onto the billable procedures treadmill. I went in maybe 5-6 years ago for a standard routine examination. I found a small tumor. They removed it, sent it to a lab, came back positive. It was malignant. Now they started me at the appointments. We're going to make an appointment for you with the oncologist. We'll set that up for you. They set up an appointment to go down to the lab to get blood work done. They set something up to go over to radiology, to go in and get CT scans done. They sent me across the street, made an appointment for me across the street, not all on the same day, to see something like magnetic resonance or something scanner. They put like radioactive sugar in your blood vessels because cancer loves sugar, and it'll absorb all that sugar and it'll show up as radioactive spots in your body when they scan you. They sent me to a surgeon because they wanted more tissue taken, some marginal tissue. I had to go into the hospital to get the surgery done for the marginal tissue. Went back to see the surgeon. When the tests came back, he said, you don't have any problems. Free and clear. No cancer. You're done. So I went upstairs again, where oncology is, to cancel my follow-up appointment with that guy who said, well, you know, if it's intestinal colon cancer, we'll take out your large intestine and we'll give you a colostomy bag. Most people live a perfectly normal life with a colostomy bag. And I'm thinking, no. Normal is going to use the bathroom, sitting on the toilet when necessary. A colostomy bag is not part of a normal life. No way. I ain't doing it. So I went up to oncology and I told the woman behind the desk, the tests came back negative. I don't have cancer. So I need to cancel my follow-up appointment with the oncologist. What are you canceling your appointment for? The tests came back negative. I don't have cancer. We think you should see the doctor anyways. I said to her, why? Why? I don't have cancer. Why would a person who does not have cancer see an oncologist? And I could see what she was thinking. Because you have insurance. That's what I call the billable procedures treadmill. Once they get you in the front door, if they know you got insurance, cash cow. We're going to run you over here. We're going to make this appointment for you to go over there. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. They sent me to everybody but the OBGYN. It's like, and I canceled that because I thought it might hurt. No, I'm kidding. I didn't go. They didn't schedule it. But I was ready. I was ready for them to say, and just cover all the bases, we're going to send you this to a gynecologist. It didn't happen. I finally got off the bill. Oh, and by the way, she finally, after some persuasion, she canceled my appointment, my follow-up appointment with the oncologist. And I could just picture what was going to happen in the next staff meeting where the CEO would get up. That's one demerit for oncology. They let one get away. All said and done, finally, I got off the billable procedures treadmill because I had to go back every 3 months to see the surgeon just to make sure that everything was still good. And this was when I was ordering that video camera right there that's videoing me right now. I had ordered my camera. I knew what day it was going to be delivered. That's a $6,300 camera. They were not going to let me just have them leave it at the door and I find it there later on. So I knew it was coming that day. I told the woman at the desk over at surgery, I said, if the doctor can't see me on time, and I'm the first appointment of the day, 9 o'clock, I got there at 8:40 because they want you to check in 20 minutes early. I said, if the doctor can't see me at 9 o'clock, can you please let me know if he's going to be late because I can reschedule the appointment. I've got a very expensive package being delivered. The UPS guy gets there between 10 and 11 o'clock every morning. I have to be there to sign for it. Just have a seat in the waiting room. We'll call you. I sat there until 9:45. Doctor didn't show up. They didn't call me. I thought, that's it. It's going to be at my home in as little as 15 minutes, this package. I need to get home. I just walked out, got in my car, drove home. 10, 15 minutes later, it did. It showed up, and I signed for it. But because I didn't stay through the appointment, after which they would make my next appointment for me, no one said a word. No one called me. I heard from no one. They didn't make the appointment. That's how I got off the billable procedures treadmill. So when I've got an appointment with a doctor in this network, that's the first thing I think about is how can I keep myself off the billable procedures treadmill? And fortunately, the doctor that I saw today, really nice guy, pleasant, nice sense of humor. We did some joking in the office. The one thing he did that was a little bit painful, but I wanted it done. I told him I've got these skin tags. They're annoying, back of my neck. They chafe against my shirt collar. Can you get rid of them? Yeah, we can freeze those off. And he froze them off with liquid nitrogen. It still hurts, but at least they're gone. And the best news is this stuff, no cancer. I'm cancer free. And I didn't get on the billable procedures treadmill.